Hi there and welcome. Yes indeed, welcome in to this Hypnotherapy Practitioner course, this fully accredited Hypnotherapy Practitioner course. My name's Graham Nichols. Now if you've been in one of my courses before, firstly, thank you for joining me in another one. You have my absolute gratitude. If you haven't been in one of my courses before, welcome. And thank you, you have my absolute gratitude as well. If you've bothered to take the time to spend your money, to come in here, to hit that play button and to take some time out of your busy schedule, to take some time out of your day to join me in this course, you absolutely have my absolute gratitude. But you should also have gratitude for yourself as well, because learning and growing is part of life and an important part of life at that. Whether you're here to learn how to do hypnotherapy for a bit of fun, because some people want to do it for fun, or whether you actually want to go on and help people with hypnotherapy, whether you want to help your family, your friends, or maybe even go in and start a business, or even include it in your current business, whatever it is you're here to do, I am here to give you a practical guide into the world of the hypnotherapy practitioner. I have been doing hypnotherapy for many years. It's an integral part of my business as a coach, as a helping practitioner, and I use it when it needs to come up. I believe in having as many tools in my toolbox as I can possibly get, so that when I'm sat in front of somebody, if one thing isn't working, I've got something else to use. If that isn't working, I've got something else to use. And believe me, hypnotherapy is an important part of that. So I just want to run through with you in this intro video, just so that we can start to get an understanding of what we're going to cover in this course. I want to run through you an overview of what you're going to learn in this course. As I say, it's a very practical guide into the world of the hypnotherapy practitioner. So we're going to start off, we're at the intro video now, and then I'm going to talk to you briefly about how to get the best out of this course, because I want to make sure that you get the best out of this course. I want to make sure that by the time we're down here at the end, that you have got all you need from this course, and you can then go on and start to practice and start to use this with other people so that you can help them out. There's some additional resources as well that goes along with this course, so some PDF documents and audio files and that go along with the course. All the PDF resources you'll find in one written article in this section. In the very first section of the course, there's a written article, and attached to it are all the PDF documents that I'll talk about as we go through the rest of the course. But I wanted to put them all in one place for you so you know exactly where they are. Well then, after we've done this first quick section, we're going to move on to Hypnotherapy 101. We're going to talk about the basics of it. We're going to talk about things such as the conscious versus unconscious mind. We're going to talk about trance and what trance really is, and understand it at the deepest level. We're going to look at busting some myths. Let's be honest, there's an awful lot of myths around hypnosis and hypnotherapy. We're going to bust some of them down so that you don't have to live with them as a hypnotherapy practitioner. And also you can bust them down with your clients as well. I sounded a bit kid and retro there, didn't you? You can bust them down. I didn't mean it like that. You can bust these myths with your clients, because clients in some cases will be a little bit fearful of hypnotherapy, because everything that's gone on in the media and you see on TV and in movies and that, where you can make people run around acting like chickens or something like that. We need to bust all them down, and we need to do that with your clients as well. We're going to look at the importance of repetition. You'll know that repetition is the mother of all skill in our general lives, but repetition in hypnotherapy is really important too. We're going to look at something called inconsequences, and particularly inconsequential language. Easy for me to say, right? So I'm going to break that down and make sure that all the language you're using is the right type of language. We're going to look at the framework for running an effective hypnotherapy session and an effective set of hypnotherapy sessions. I'm going to give you a specific framework that you can work to and work with, so that you're using it most effectively, so you can help your clients at the most effective. And we're going to talk about scripts and hypnotherapy scripts. Now I have, as if you've seen my courses before, you'll know I look at things a little bit differently. I have a different view on scripts, but I'll walk you through that when we get into that part of the course. Then we're going to move on to that framework, and we're going to take each step as a section each. We're going to take each way, go through it, and in each section I'm going to fill you with information, very practical, very usable information that you can use in your hypnotherapy practitioner life, in whichever way you're going to use it. So we're going to start off with a consultation and look at the aims and the goals of that consultation. That consultation process is sometimes missed out by in other hypnotherapy courses. I went to a hypnotherapy course, a live course, many years ago, and they just taught you about how to do the hypnosis bit of it. that's not really, doesn't cover being a hypnotherapy practitioner, because you need to know what's going on beforehand. So that bit is absolutely crucial to the entire process, and that's why I've made it the first step of the framework. We're then going to look at the induction process, how to get somebody started off into hypnotherapy, and then going into deepness, to taking them deeper down into that relaxed state, into that trance state. So that's where we can really start to work with their unconscious mind. We're then going to look at the suggestion part, the language you use, how you suggest to them, the different types of suggestions you can use, whether you use a direct or an indirect suggestion, and how we can work with that. Don't worry, I'll break it all down nice and easily for you, so you've got it already there so you can use it. After the suggestion, we go into the recovery section. In other words, how we bring them back out of that trance process so that they're fully alive, fully awake, and they can go on with their day, hopefully with those suggestions embedded deep within them. And then we do something called an ecology check, which is really important to make sure that everything's working properly with them. Finally, we're going to talk about the hypnotherapy essentials. So we'll just go through a short section about how you can structure a section, and a whole bunch of other essential things if you're going to be a hypnotherapy practitioner. And then we'll be at some frequently asked questions, and towards the end of the course. By the end of the course, you can be an accredited hypnotherapy practitioner. And I would love that for you. I would love for the fact that you to get all the way through the course, and you can go on and use all the tools and the techniques and everything that's contained within this course to help other people. That's my idea of life. That's what I do in my life. I help other people. It's why I coach people one-on-one. It's why I coach people in group sessions. It's also why I create these courses, so that I can help you, and then you can go on and help other people if that's your choice in life. Whatever it may be, whatever your choice is and how you use this information, I thoroughly hope you enjoy the course. My goal by the end of the course is that you know everything you need to know from an intellectual point of view for becoming a hypnotherapy practitioner. Of course, you'll need to go out and practice. Of course, you'll need to practice those skills to become competent at them. And maybe we'll talk about that right at the end of the course as well, as to where you can do that. But for now, I'm going to move on, and we're going to talk about how to get the best out of this course. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video to do just that.